All right, let's jump right in. Ever wonder how a simple idea, maybe a life lesson you learned, can turn into a story that really sticks with people? Well, we're going to deconstruct that exact process. We're going to break down a complete story blueprint to uncover a formula that, honestly, you can use for your own ideas. So this is the big question, right? And to answer it, we're going to follow the journey of a little star named Luna. Her story is the perfect case study. It lets us map out the entire creative process, from that first little spark of an idea all the way to a finished, powerful story.
First things first, before you even think about characters or plot, you have to know why. Why does this story need to exist? This is absolutely the most critical step in the whole process, nailing down your story's core purpose.
And let's be clear about what this means. The core purpose isn't just what your story is about, it's the lesson it's designed to teach. Think of it like your North Star. Every single decision you make from here on out has to point back to this, or you'll get lost. You can see this so clearly with Luna's story. The creator's goals were super specific: teach self-confidence, show that it's okay to bloom late, and make it a gentle story for bedtime. See? That clarity turns a kind of vague idea into a real mission statement for the entire project.
Okay, so once you've locked in that purpose, you need a skeleton to hang it on. That brings us to the narrative blueprint. This is the framework that's going to shape your character's journey and make sure that core message actually lands. We're talking about the narrative arc. You've probably heard of it. It's a classic for a reason. It just works because it feels like real life. It's the path our hero takes. There's a challenge, they go on some kind of journey, and by the end, they've changed. They've transformed.
And look how perfectly Luna's story fits this. It kicks off with the clear problem: she can't shine. That sends her on a quest. Along the way, she meets mentors who guide her. Then comes the climax. She has to make a choice. And the resolution? Her finally shining? It's a direct result of that journey. It's simple, it's powerful, and, this is key, it's replicable. And here it is. This is the key that unlocks her transformation. This little piece of wisdom from her mentor. Shining comes from believing. It's not just a nice line of dialogue. It's the entire theme of the story, boiled down to 4 words. It connects her personal journey right back to that core purpose of teaching self-confidence.
Okay, so we've got our why and our how. Now it's time for the who and the what. A blueprint is just an outline, right? You've got to fill it with living, breathing characters and memorable scenes that actually bring that journey to life.
You know, in great stories, every character has a job to do. Notice how no one here is random. You've got the hero on her quest, the wise mentor, the character who brings joy, and the one who brings hope. These are classic archetypes, and we use them because they're so effective at guiding our hero and us, the audience, through the story's emotional beats. And here's how you actually see that journey unfold. The blueprint breaks the story down into these simple visual scenes. You can almost picture it, can't you? A small, dull Luna, meeting a wise moon on a cloud, a comet's sparkly trail. Each of these moments is a visual beat that pushes the story forward, showing us Luna's transformation instead of just telling us about it.
So, a great plan is one thing, but how do you actually make it happen? Let's get practical for a minute and look at the production toolkit, the actual tools that turn your blueprint from a document into a real finished thing.
And the great thing about this blueprint is that it's not just theory, it's meant to be actionable. The source material even suggests specific tools for animation, voice, music, you name it. The big takeaway here is you don't need some massive Hollywood budget anymore. The tools to create amazing stuff are really within everyone's reach. And let's talk mood for a second. The guidance here is so specific: a friendly, soft narrator paired with a soft lullaby. Why? Well, it goes all the way back to step 1. It serves the core purpose of creating a gentle, quiet time story. The audio isn't just an afterthought, it's a crucial part of delivering on that original mission.
So, let's wrap this all up. What's the final lesson here? Because there are takeaways not just from Luna's journey, but for every single one of us who wants to tell our own stories.
And here it is, the emotional payoff. The central theme that sticks with you long after the story is over. Every star shines in their own time. This one sentence is the perfect fulfillment of that core purpose we talked about right at the very beginning. It lands perfectly. And for us, the creators, this is our blueprint. It's so simple when you lay it out. Start with a clear purpose. Build a classic story structure on top of that. Fill it with characters who have a specific job to do. Break it into simple visual scenes. And then find the right tools to bring it all to life. That's the formula.
And that really brings us to the final, most important point. We've walked through the blueprint, we've seen how it can turn a simple feeling into a whole story. So the real question for you isn't just what story you'll create, it's what's the one lesson you've learned that's just waiting for its own blueprint.